Hey everybody, welcome to day 35 of my MentalFit challenge. My name is Justin Malloy, and this MentalFit challenge started with me wanting to actually go out and, get rid of some of the habits that I don't really want to have anymore and put in some new habits and maybe get some hobbies along the way. And as any of you who are following might have known, I did not post anything yesterday, which is a bit weird because I've basically been posting for almost 5 weeks straight at this point. Um, yeah, that math is right. Yeah, 7 times 5. Yeah. Um, and so the reason is because on Friday, I figured out that I was pushing myself far too hard to, to pull things out of my life. And it felt really difficult because I didn't have anything that I was working on replacing it with, or I was far enough along in the replacement process for the new stuff. So I felt really lost. And at the end of the day, this program is, you know, I'm doing it right now, but the hope is that I can transition it over to help other people with it. And I want it to be as easy as I can make it. So, um, I was talking to my brother, and what it looks like is we will be kind of working on and creating this MentalFit program. Um, and he has some really nice insights um, from Buddhism and his experience more out in the real world. Um, he's been out at college for the past couple of years, and he's met a lot more people that most would consider normal around our age group. And I have kind of this one group of people that I hang out with always, and I think they're generally pretty normal, but it is just one small group of people. So we'll be working together to try and make this program that helps people get rid of the habits they don't want, and really allows them to transition over in a way that's very easy and builds skills that they already want to be having. Um, and I'm kind of excited to see how this all goes. So tomorrow is going to be week 1 of that new program for me. I'm going to do it slightly different than the week 1 that we kind of have sketched out right now, just because I'm a little further along with some of the things that I'm doing. Um, but the long and short of it is that this is kind of take 2 of what I'm sure to be more than 2 takes of what we need to do to kind of get this program feeling like it's easy and getting results and feeling like you're progressing. And that's sort of where we're at right now, where what I did didn't work. It was too intense. And we'll be working on making something that's a bit more sustainable and hopefully something that's repeatable, where it's not just, okay, this 10-week intensive that kind of flushes out all your bad habits, but instead it's, okay, this is a however many week process to teach you this is how you get rid of habits you don't like. Right? And it's a much slower process. And instead of focusing on getting rid of all the habits at the same time, you focus on getting rid of one at a time. So, like I said in my Friday video, I'm bringing back video games and reading. That's what I did all of yesterday, and it kind of felt meaningless. I didn't really like it, but I think that when I use it in more moderation, it's going to be something that I can actually, that can be a little bit more helpful. So we'll see where that goes. But the big update is that the program's changing, and I've taken a couple steps back so I can kind of go take a different path. And kind of is what it is. You have to go through multiple iterations most of the time, because very rarely will you get it right the first time. But yeah, and I've done a lot of kind of soul searching throughout these last 48 hours, just because I've been in this state where I'm kind of all on the fritz mentally. Um, and and it really is, I've been feeling that slow and steady is the way to go, because I kind of do have a long time to work on myself, and it's more important that I make consistent progress than I make big progress. So I'm excited to take a little bit of a slower path here so that I have more energy for, well, being happy. um, so I'm kind of excited for this new program because it's going to be less intense and it's going to be less of my whole day worth of mental energy every day. So I'm excited. That being said, week 1 for me is where I build one habit. Now that one habit for me is going to be the walking. And for this program, we're going to try out walking for 10 plus minutes a day as kind of, 10 minimum. I did not walk on Friday or on Saturday, and one of the days earlier last week. And I think it really was because I was in a place where I was feeling really bad, and I didn't really feel like I had motivations to do things, and it seemed really arbitrary. And at the end of the day, everything's kind of arbitrary to a large extent. So getting myself comfortable with setting standards and meeting them as a mentality, despite their relative arbitrariness, is going to be really helpful for me later on when I start working with other people and we kind of have to put plans together and actually execute on them. So my habit for next week is 10 plus minutes of walking every day. And then I'll be doing, once a day, I'll be doing 20 deep breaths. It's kind of like meditation, very similar vibe, but it's kind of short and easy, and it's something that people can kind of wrap their head around. It's a little bit more than meditate for 3 minutes. It's take 20 slow, deep breaths while sitting down. Yeah. So, and then finally 5 minutes per day of working on a hobby. So for me, 5 plus. So for me, that's working on guitar. I think guitar is going to be something that I'm going to really love doing once I have the skill. And so you got to practice to get it. So for week 1, I'm not taking anything out. I mean, I still have videos out, but whatever, right? Like that's a previous thing. I'm more than, like, it's very easy for me to just have those out. So it's just 10 plus minutes of walking, the 20 deep breaths, and 5 minutes of guitar. And that's kind of the MentalFit program right now. Not very stressful, not very difficult. And I'm working through some of the literature that Jacob gave me on presence and awareness and sort of the teachings from Zen Buddhism around awareness. And I think that what I will want to be doing with those is taking them into my day-to-day life and then seeing the results and then trying to find the scientific reason for those results, because my brother and I are both people that really want to know why something works, like prove it to me before I waste my energy with it. And so I know a lot of other people will be like that too. So should probably figure out why it works. Yeah, so it's a bit of a change, but a good one, progression. So that's where I'm at. As always, hope you all have a great day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.